We've been telling you about the plight of Atlantic City, and today the Revel Casino shut its doors after just 2 years in business. It is the third casino to fold in the struggling gambling mecca this year, with another coming later this month. Morgan Brennan takes a look at what's next for the city and its famous boardwalk.
It's the end of summer, and in Atlantic City, the end of an era, as the Boardwalk's Revel and Showboat casinos close down.
It's just very emotional. I think it's kind of surreal. I don't know if it's hit me yet.
When you start laying people off, a lot of crimes start coming.
Between Revel and Showboat, more than 5,000 jobs were lost Labor Day weekend. And when Trump Plaza closes later this month, another 1,100 will be unemployed. Factoring in third-party vendors, that means 7,400 positions will be lost, nearly a quarter of AC's total casino-related jobs.
We'll be filing for unemployment this week, just like almost everyone.
New Jersey's Labor Department says this will be one of the largest mass filings for unemployment in state history, so large that officials have rented out the convention center to host resource fairs.
The hopes here in this center is to get people through the unemployment process, food bank, anything these people need, we need to help them.
And it'll have ripple effects. Tax revenue from the three properties accounted for roughly 15% of the city's budget. Rebalancing coffers will mean cutting back on hundreds of city jobs. The hope is that once Trump Plaza closes, AC's remaining casino supply will begin to stabilize, even regain profits. Fitch Ratings says this should be the last casino closure for at least 2 years, as revenue from here, Revel, and the Showboat shifts to other local properties like Harrah's and the Borgata.
There's no question that the convenience gaming in the regional areas have had a negative impact. We feel that the remaining casinos, resorts in particular, those that have invested in their property over the years will do very well in the future.
As the city scrambles to reinvent itself, officials are aggressively targeting convention business. An industry Jen Antonio expects to grow by 100% in coming years. But perhaps the most innovative new concept comes from the developer of the Chelsea, the city's first high-end non-gaming hotel in nearly 40 years. With legislation that'll be introduced this fall, he hopes to roll out a boutique gaming floor devoid of slots to enhance hotel business, a very different model than the big casinos use.
We would run the gaming floor like a Velvet Rope nightclub. Our guests would have admission to this space. Other friends of theirs would have admission to this space, but it would be a completely different paradigm for gaming in Atlantic City.
Bashaw hopes to attract urban young professionals, the same demographic that Revel had tried to cater to. As for these now vacant buildings, sources say they are both in active discussions with investors and not necessarily to be used as casinos. The hope is new projects will be announced before the year is out. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan in Atlantic City, New Jersey.